every deck starts with a legend. But what if you thought of your deck not as 99 cards, but as a skill tree? Final Fantasy X reinvented character progression with the Sphere Grid. But the Sphere Grid was more than a leveling system. It's a philosophy and a map. Instead of auto-assigned stat bumps, characters navigated a sprawling constellation of interconnected nodes. Each node unlocked a stat boost, ability, or skill. Each character started somewhere different, but where they ended up was up to you. Want to turn Yuna into a black mage? As long as you grind it enough, the grid gave you permission. You charted a glowing path across a cosmic spreadsheet, and every node you lit up felt earned. Isn't this just Commander deck building? At this point, everything is Commander deck building to me. A Commander deck is already a character sheet in disguise. Your Commander sits at the center. Every card you add becomes a skill, a piece of gear, or an ally that supports them on their hero's journey.
Blitzball!
Now imagine the Sphere Grid as your deck list. A mental map of themes, combos, and sub-synergies. Each node a card. Each cluster a kit. You don't just build a deck, you evolve a character. And just like the Sphere Grid, the fun isn't in following the optimal route. It's going off-road. And let me show you what that looks like with Lathril, the most on-rails commander ever. And no, we're not building elves. We're building a black mage.
Signed and sealed.
RPG sphere systems usually start with a defining skill, then surround it with supporting nodes that shape how that skill functions. Our commander grid works the same way. We start with a card that captures the vibe, then we build outward with mechanical or thematic connections. Let's use Assassin's Trophy as our central node. Cheap, versatile removal. A classic black mage moment. Surround that with other efficient kill spells like Putrefy, Snuff Out, Maelstrom Pulse. And for finishers, Exsanguinate is basically a fireball in black. Another cluster I know I want is the Black Mage theme from Final Fantasy, with Fandaniel as our Elder Wizard party member. With Black Mage themed cards that generates Black Mage tokens, like Black Mage's Rod, Transpose, encircled by Black Mages. This is our starting constellation. The next step is to build the connectors. In RPG games, once you unlock a spell, you can usually power it up. Faster cast time, higher damage, more uses per turn. We can do the same here by adding supporting themes to connect to our clusters. For our spells cluster, we can have supporting themes of copying spells with Primal Amulet, Panoptic Mirror, and Sword of Wealth and Power. And also, we can replace spells from the graveyard with Toshiro Umezawa, Kirvek the Punisher, and Regrowth effects. Because isn't Regrowth just Sorcery Speed Snapcaster in green? Each of these become a new cluster, nodes that don't just support our magic theme, but shape how it plays. For our Black Mage cluster, we know our Black Mage tokens, and Fandaniel cares a lot about our instant or sorceries, and we can support this cluster by playing lots of draw and ramp spells, which also happens to smooth out the deck. Now that we have our main clusters and supporting cards defined, let's tie it back to our commander. And here's where the system really starts to shine. Lathril makes elf tokens. Tokens mean bodies, and bodies mean mana, with cards like Cryptolith Rite or Enduring Vitality. So now we've added a mana cluster, one that feeds directly into our big spell grid with Exsanguinate. Each mechanical link forms a bridge between clusters and between character identity and play experience. By focusing on Lathril's elf tokens to be a resource and adding pump effects to make her a threat, with cards like the Sphere Grid itself, Ozolith the Shattered Spire, and Revitalizing Repast, that also doubles up as a land. Another exciting part about the Sphere Grid system is thinking about how to form connections between your clusters, which in this case, Karok Wrangler is a fantastic +1/+1 themed card that connects to our Spells Matters clusters. Leaning more to the spells end, Sword of Once in Future also does the job Toshiro brings of casting spells from the graveyard, but also connects to our theme of pumping up our commander for more elves. And finding more connections like these is what helps you make new innovations. We can connect what makes a commander unique with the direction you want to take them in. Using this concept of leading ideas through connectors, we can organically design a list of attributes or skills for our character to pick up through cards in our deck. We can make this a clean template with interconnected cube packages, but commander decks are rarely that clean cut. And this is where nuance comes in to our inspirational sphere grid. The goal of this idea is not to build the best deck you can, but to leverage the freedom for personalization that the original sphere grid provided to Final Fantasy X with a lot less grinding. So as a recap, here's how you can try this yourself. Start with your commander as the center node, defining cards to anchor those clusters. I will pick 3. Add 3 to 7 cards around those cards to form the cluster, so you can see the theme consistently across your games. Then build smaller clusters to support your main themes. Then just fill out the deck until you have 46 to 48 non-land cards. You then add your land base, 36 to 38 lands, or fewer if you're playing a lot more ramp. And once it starts feeling good, refine your deck using the other models on this channel, like playing the right kind of removal, scaling draw, while trying to maintain your themes. The sphere grid isn't designed to help you win faster, it helps you play the commander differently. Define a character's voice, even if it wasn't the one the game intended. What are some cool new classes that you can give your current commanders? Thanks for watching, everyone. Yo, what's up, everyone? I think I finally get the video. Okay, so this video is saying how like your deck is like a RPG like sheet character thing, and then like in the Final Fantasies you have like the little gems, the little skittles that you can like unlock, and then it like makes your character stronger. So you eat the skittles, and then by like redoing the sphere grid and like buying all the new skittles, you can have Yuna like start robbing banks. So that makes me think I should take the good boys Yoshimaru and rethink like the boys like Destiny, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is like give him a gun. Before I go smoosh cards together, I gotta show the videos. So the first one you should check out, you gotta check this one out. I'm in it. I play the Final Fantasies, a 2v2 with my homies, Designer, Senpai, and Rookie at the store. You should check it out. It's fun. It's super fun. And then you should check out this video here if you want to be like a better deck builder. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably good. Or bad. I don't know. Alright, it's good to see y'all. It's hot. It's getting hot again. I hope y'all staying cool. And see y'all next week.